Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this week's live stream where we'll be going over Mother's Day yet again, but for a whole new batch of countries, and explaining how this day, this event, can be bigger than Christmas, believe it or not. As always, I'm joined by none other than Thomas, gentlemen. Thomas, hi, how are you?
Aidan, I'm great, thanks. Hello, everybody out there. And indeed, Mother's Day comes about 7 times a year. It seems at this rate. But this is a Mother's Day for a different set of mothers. These are the American mothers. And which countries have, and the dates, Aidan? Let's get a handle on where we're mothering to.
So we are talking the mothers that contribute to these countries on the 9th of May. Okay, so United States, yep. Germany, Gambia, Ghana, Greece, Greenland, loads. Czech Republic, Denmark, Finland, Cuba, Croatia, Brazil, for you Makazo sellers. Tons, right? We've also got Ukraine on there as well, some more sort of left, less targeted places, tons of countries. So it's a big Mother's Day. It's the biggest one, out of all of them.
The biggest Mother's Day. Not necessarily the biggest mothers, but the biggest Mother's Day. This is a huge, huge event. So you should have all been testing. If you had been listening to the show, you would have been testing your designs for this event in the UK market, which is a great market, and we hope that you did well there. We know that certain section of our sellers embraced those Mother's Days, not the mothers, but embraced Mother's Day and really went after it. And fantastic, great to see the results, and well done to everybody that really pushed hard for Mother's Day. And now Mother's Day US, that's the big one. Is Canada. What do the Canadians do with the Mother's Day, Aidan? Was that on the list?
Let me just have a look.
Question mark over Canada, but United States.
Yes, Canada is included in that.
And the United
I also
States.
forgot to shout out Italy's on there too.
Italy. So it's big. It's going to be big. Now, Mother's Day, it can be bigger than Christmas. It's a huge sales event. So a lot of people have been, unable to travel around. There's a lot of new babies knocking around. You've got mothers of like human children,
Yes.
their own offspring or offspring they have acquired of the human variety. And you also have mothers of pets, as we covered before. So there is an angle of first Mother's Day, or mother of dragons, cats, that kind of angle coming in. So first Mother's Day, it's huge. It's been a year, tens of thousands of births within a year, hundreds of thousands of births within a year. So that's one angle. So you've got the baby onesie angle. Thank you, mummy. It's for my first Mother's Day, or ideas around that. Do a little bit of research. Those personalized can be absolutely massive. So you wouldn't necessarily think babies products for Mother's Day, but pretty much a pre-qualification to be a mother is the acquisition of a baby, somehow having one, adopting one, getting one, a baby is a way to become a mother. So there's a big focus on babies. Certainly the first year is the big year. There's a massive angle there. Again, personalization, Moteefe with our global supply chain and localized production. We've got baby onesies, baby t-shirts,
kids hoodies,
but kids hoodies more for kids than babies. But if you've got a particularly large baby, then a child's, I think my son probably would have only ever gone into a child's t-shirt. Anyway,
there you go.
Him aside, so do consider this as an angle with the personalization. Can be really, really huge, bigger than Christmas, because Christmas everybody buys something for someone, but now we're talking about a direct connection. This is all about the mother, all about the child. So that personalization angle can really be huge here. And of course, then you've got the run of the mill, the normal mothers of the adult children, where people are buying things for those. So then you've got the fantastic, what are they called, Aidan? You put them on a chair, cushions, pillows. We have square cushions, rectangular cushions, personalized, really, really great product. We see some huge, crazy numbers. Aidan, how crazy are the numbers?
insane, crazy.
Same.
The reason why we say this is it's one of these things that it can go anywhere in the house. Everyone's got somewhere to put it. And not only that, the sort of margin, the prices you can set these at, you can set them anywhere between, say, £20 to $30, maybe even higher depending on the design, right? Especially if you add, like Thomas was mentioning, custom parts of it, customized things, custom text on the pillow. You could then start charging anywhere between $25 and $35 as we're talking about the US.
$29, $29.99, $29.95, $34.99. Can you? Yes, you can. You can try it. People have. They have. Everybody knows the price of a t-shirt. Now, some have covered this before, but you stop somebody in the street, how much is a t-shirt? They're going to give you a ballpark figure. But when it comes to a personalized cushion, nobody knows where the price point is. You make the price. Don't be put off by thinking that you have to go cheap. No matter what price you set these products at, someone's always going to be in the comments, oh, it's $12.99, it's too expensive, I always pay $9.99. You're always going to get that. Don't let that distract you. Only worry about the conversion rate. And yes, with these types of, Aidan wants to speak, but I'm not going to let him. Okay, Aidan's coming in strong.
I wanted to mention, when it comes to the price of a cushion with a custom text message designed and printed on demand for your mother, you can't put a price on that, Thomas.
Oh, he's right. He should have come in. A great intervention there from a sedentary position from Aidan. Yes, you can't put a price on that. I like that. I like that a lot. And of course, Aidan, what do they say about personalisation of Mother's Day and buying intent?
Well, if it's emotional and it makes them cry, it makes them buy.
Indeed. And whoever said that certainly was right. A man of distinction, probably. So, huge event. There's so many ways that you can approach this, so many angles, so many different ways that you can do it. Yes, you could even go the grandma route a little bit. I know it's not officially like a grandma's day, but they're like basically double mothers. That's what they could have been called, double mother. Or grandmother, grandmama.
There's a design there. Happy Mother's Day, double mother. Insert your double mother's name here. Maybe
Sounds offensive, but it isn't. I like it. It can work. There's a whole plethora, a lot of designs out there in this niche, and so many ways to come at it. T-shirts are always a thing.
Yes.
If you're gonna do a t-shirt campaign for Mother's Day, we have women's t-shirts, we have V-necks and non-V-necks. I forget what they're called, but the standard t-shirts. Crew neck for that. But also I would include, and they're quite shaped. They're quite shaped, aren't they, Aidan? Yeah. Shapely. Yeah. I would also, if you're going to put up a campaign for this, I would include a unisex t-shirt, because they're a little less shapely, and who's to say who isn't a mother these days? Certainly not us. So include a unisex t-shirt. We have a unisex as a separate category in case somebody wants something a little bit looser fitting than just the standard V-neck women's or the crew necks that we have. So do consider those options. Colors. Always dark colors work well. They always do, because you get that high contrast of the light design on it.
Yeah.
However, for the cushions, we are seeing the lighter colored cushions, a white cushion, just a standard white cushion with darker text on it, so it stands out, like white cushion, black text, couple of hearts, that kind of thing. Really sloppy greeting card style message. This is what you want to have. Personalized.
And if you look at any gift shop, greetings card shop, anywhere in the world, right, there's always that those shelves that sell the awards for the world's best mother, and everyone's got the world's best mother, and they that product is sold in all shops all year, and especially sell out for that. Just make that for a cushion. Well, this world's best mother belongs to, bang, there's your cushion. But you've given it to them on a beautiful Facebook ad, which is more convenient than leaving the house.
And that's what it's all about. Convenience and not leaving the house, as we all know. That's the keys now to everything.
The key is you don't need your keys. You can stay indoors.
I would be lost to find my keys. that work. Anyway, back to Mother's Day. This is really going to be another amazing event this year. Last year, the numbers, Aidan, there were so many numbers, we lost track of the numbers. We couldn't even see the numbers at one point. Things were ramping up to that event. It was absolutely crazy. Certainly, I would say the biggest sales event in history last year. Maybe Q4, Christmas. Yeah. Just beat it out, but certainly for some sellers, they definitely did better at Mother's Day in the US than they did at Christmas.
It was insane this time last year, Thomas. Some of the sellers that I work very closely with, they were seeing they were hitting personal bests for how many units they were getting in a week, and we're not talking one or two people. I'm talking in the tens of people, dozens of people were hitting things in their stride, and it all comes down to the hard work they're putting in testing and finding those designs in the first place, right? That's there's no silver bullet or magic formula. They put the work in, then they took the money out in the payouts tab. Simple as that.
That's it. There is no easy money. You get in, you take out what you put in, and this is like any other business. Yes, it's a very low barrier to entry. Yes, you can do it from anywhere in the world. Yes, you can you don't have to commit to 12 hours every day. You can be flexible with your own time, but certainly the more you put into it, the more time, the more research, the more thought, the more care, and the more determination that you show, the more that you're going to get out of it in the end. And I think that plays out right across our users, our sellers. We see that the people that make the commitment and they say, well, if these guys or girls are selling and making money, then I can be just like them as well, not getting put off by little pitfalls that come along. And that's where the mindset comes in. So that's what we should have called it. Mother's Day mindset, bit of an alliteration, but that's what you got to focus on. There are going to be fortunes made, but not lost because of the low barrier entry this Mother's Day, and to be part of that, to get in, to get going, and to keep that perseverance and determination and find success. Aidan's here to help you, or one of our other.
I'm very much here to help.
I was going to give Anna a shout out, but you won't let me. Anna has done some fantastic work. Working with our sellers, really bringing them along. She's here also. Well, she's not here, but she's here in spirit, to help you find success. And Aidan, I'm waffling on. Give me some numbers. Give me some Mother's Day numbers. I know Aidan's.
Before I move on to those numbers, I wanted to make one point. I get a lot. I've had this conversation a few times where people message me and they say, Aidan, I'm struggling to find a Mother's Day design. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Nothing seems to be working. But then I go in and I say, how many designs have you tested? How many have you launched? 3, 4. Well, the only difference between you and some of the biggest sellers is they've done 8, 10. There's no difference in the strategy or what you're doing. It's just the amount of how much you're putting into it, right? It's the amount of work in it. And in terms of numbers, I don't know which numbers I'm allowed to disclose.
No, how much was spent in Mother's Day US last year? Not our numbers. Our numbers are our numbers.
Let me find that.
It's on page 73 of your detailed presentation and meeting notes that we had before this. So just pull that up.
But no data is better than the latest data, right?
Oh, the latest. It's going to get it hot off the Google. He hasn't even muted for this. That's how he wants you to feel immersed in the experience.
It keeps the authenticity rolling, right? So I can safely say that in the US, over $25 billion was spent.
$25 billion.
Over. Well over. So that's quite a lot of money.
And I believe 40 million people in the United States, often overlooked. Do you know what language they speak? 40 million people in the United States.
They speak American, do they not?
They don't speak American. 40 million people speak Spanish. Spanish in the United States. So 40 million people. I think the population of the US is somewhere around 330, 350 million people. And 40 million of those, so that's, more than 10%. Speak Spanish, so don't overlook that. In Canada, they speak English, of course, part of the Commonwealth, but also French in Quebec, which,
Yes.
Try that.
Thomas, if I had a winning design in English or American, how could I get it translated to Spanish? How could I do that?
There isn't an American. There's only English. But yes, if you have a design in American, I would like to see it. But yes, how would you would? Well, if it was me, Aidan, if it was me, I would message you and say, "Can you get this design translated, please, Aidan?" And what would you say?
Yes, Thomas, I will get that translated for you as soon as humanly possible. And that goes for anyone else who's watching this. If join our Facebook group, you can find me there. I'm doing half of the posts alongside Anna. So you scroll down, you'll find me. And that goes for anyone watching. If you've got any good design that shows some real promise, message me. Tell me what language you want it in, and I'll get you the translation ready for you to get up there and get selling.
Indeed. And we should also, as we've shouted out Anna a couple of times, we should also say that we have a new member to our seller success team here at Moteefe, to our sales engine, Floor. She's come across to help drive the success of our users that we call sellers. So the team's growing, and we're all here pretty much 24/7, aren't we, Aidan?
You are, yes. Yeah, we are. Very much so.
You got out of it.
We've got a couple of shout-outs I want to do very quickly, if that's okay with you, Thomas.
Do them very slowly.
Okay, I won't do them too slowly. Okay. Don't want to bore people too much to tears. So Deepak has said hello, Thomas, sir, and Aidan. Hey, Deepak. It's good to have you with us. Hi, Yusuf. Marcus, as always, loving the comments. Hey, Hillary. Tons of people. If you've got any questions, feel free to fire away, and we'll get to them in due course. I did want to mention one thing that you touched upon at the very start of this week's episode, Thomas, about dog mums and cat mums, as it's a Mother's Day. I didn't think it was a thing, and I've mentioned this before, but it most certainly is. So as you know, and I may speak about this maybe too much on our live streams. Me and my partner, I have a dog, and she turned around to me on the UK Mother's Day and said, "Hasn't our dog got me anything for Mother's Day?" So now it's an expectation for pet owners to do this. So it is a thing. It's worth testing.
I bet you're in the doghouse. That one. Anyway, so.
Brilliant. Very good.
Thank you. It is a thing. So the anthropomorphizing of these pets and turning it into a mini person to replace the babies in place of is a thing. It's a big thing, and it's a huge market. So you've got not only human babies but doggy baby. Oh well, we won't go down that route. You've got pets. Concentrate on the pet owners, especially that first year. It's a big deal. People love it. There's if you think 25 billion spent on Mother's Day is a lot, they're just talking about Mother's Day for mothers. When you include the pets is huge. Who knows how much is spent on pet gifts every year and pet related merchandising. Yeah. It's massive. People in general treat animals extremely well and lavish gifts upon them. So don't overlook it. Get out there, do some research. And when should you start, Aidan? When should you start testing? The audiences are dying to know. Is it now, next week, 2 weeks from now?
It's that quote we like to quote most weeks. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time to start is now. Not today, now.
Indeed. This weekend is the weekend that's going to set you up for success. You want to, by Monday, have 4 or 5 design ideas either already designed and ready to run, or at least the designs solid, ready to go, ready to get designed. If not 10, I would aim for 10. But you probably, if you've got limited design resource, get that down to 3 to 4 that you want to actually get designed and get them out, get those ads launched as soon next week as possible. I'd say launch the ads on maybe a Tuesday or a Wednesday next week, and then start testing and driving. Free Facebook ads course in the comments probably, and that's how to get it on.
Yeah. Mick has also said, "Good day, sirs." Good day, Mick.
Good day, Mick.
Question is, Mick, how many designs have you got ready to test? Ooh. Do we need some more? Let me know. Let's get that rolling.
Aidan will jump on a call with you, Mick, and get you rocking and a rolling for Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, well, more than happy to do that. When it comes to targeting, Thomas, is that something we should potentially cover? I know you mentioned first-time mothers. That is a thing you can do on Facebook.
You can target first-time mothers. There's a general family niche that I see people targeting. You have to test. You have to test. It's the design with the targeting. So to get the age ranges right. You probably don't want to go too high, but you're going to have to play with it. You're going to have to play with the targeting. If I say, I'll target this one thing, there is a target family. A lot of people are going to be targeting family. There's probably, from memory, there's another target that says Mother's Day, any family events, family this, family that, anything to do with that. There's websites to do with being a mother. There's baby products, that kind of thing that you can target. Okay. And possibly some schools, maybe universities. Who knows what will and won't work? But I guarantee that there's a lot. You're talking about a whole great area of the of people that are going to have a mother that they want to buy gifts for. So I think you can go fairly broad here. If you tie it into a niche, it always works well. So. Yeah. Mothers, if you're running a fishing page, those people have wives, girlfriends, mothers, brothers, that kind of thing, and there'll be an angle around that. I believe that the old classic
an angle around.
Oh, the wit spreading. Sorry, Aidan, you've called it from me. The fishing widow was a funny one. Widow being somebody that's lost their partner or husband to something, but in this case fishing. There we are. So Aidan, sum it up, give them the high low. Why should they be selling on Moteefe? You sell it this week. I always cover it, but Aidan knows the platform as well. So
so top to bottom, you need to start selling. You need to start testing now. You need those 4 or 10 designs ready and rolling by Monday latest. And the reason for it is there's a hell of a lot of money to be taken. As mentioned, there's over £25 billion spent in the US on Mother's Day. Just a small slice of that pie could go a long way in your pocket. We all know that. It could go a long way in my pocket. And yeah, if you don't get tested and get launching, you're going to lose out.
Indeed. And why Moteefe, Aidan? Why Moteefe?
Why Moteefe? Why? I'll tell you why. We have a global print network and with local fulfillment. So say, for example, you were selling in the US. If they're on the left side of the US, it gets produced and fulfilled on the left side of the US. So the shipping times are not only cheaper, they are quicker to your customer.
Sorry, the left side of the US where they speak American, is that right?
East, west, yes, the left, the west,
the left.
West.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, not that left. Okay, yeah.
Just the left. I just wonder which side is the left.
Yeah. Okay. I get the pun there. Not only that, as I did mention, there's a hell of a lot more countries that it's Mother's Day in, right? You've got Germany, you've got Italy. Some of these biggest selling designs in the US are going to be super, super saturated. So if you take them, put them into German, put them in Italian, put them in Danish, put them in Croatian, right? It's going to be a lot easier for you, and you're going to get a lot cheaper ad value out there. Money for your ad spend, right? So it's definitely it's a huge opportunity. And if you're not going to take part, you're going to be sitting on the sidelines and you're going to be missing out. And there's going to be a lot of people in the potentially in the Facebook group channel who are going to be showing off and bragging.
You don't want to miss the mother of all sales events, Mother's Day USA. And why would you want to sell on Moteefe? Yes, all of those things that Aidan mentioned, but also we have white label store solutions. So you can buy a custom domain name, link it to a Moteefe store, start driving traffic there. It's got your own brand. You could even spin up one just especially for Mother's Day, fishing mothers, whatever mothers, double mothers, whatever you like. Put that in, get those sales going, and brand it, make it yours, make it feel good. It's a great event. Get going now. This weekend's the key to success. Aidan, let's wrap it up.
I will wrap it up, but I'm going to say 2 things from our lovely comments section.
Yes.
How do we go about getting designs translated, please?
Aidan.
Sean,
Where's Aidan?
people can
There he
literally
is. Him.
message
There.
me. Simply message me or Anna Souza, also in the Facebook group, and we'll help you with that. All right.
Yeah, you
No
have to be
problems.
selling on Moteefe though. We're not
Of
going to
course.
translate your latest novel for you. So all of the people that sent in those requests, sorry, but it's got
Yeah.
you've got to be a seller on Moteefe, and it's got to be one of our designs.
Yeah. And the last thing, we have a lovely comment from Mick, as always, saying, just another manic mum's day. Put that on a t-shirt.
Oh,
Put it on a cushion.
Sunday. That's my fun day. Ooh.
And on
Anyway.
that, guys, we wish you a lovely weekend. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next Thursday, where we will have another non-stop action.
Next week's show is going to be it's been the mother of all shows with Aidan and myself. So don't miss next week. It's big. We're not going to tell you what it is yet, but it won't be about Mother's Day. For a change.
All right. Cool, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you.